Good Wednesday morning to you all. How are you doing? You're probably wondering what all this is on the bench here. Well, this is the result of a project I was doing yesterday that I've been meaning to do for a while now, and that is to make a voltage doubler for the Harbor Freight electric fly swatter, which did almost nothing. And I've improved it, but I would not make a video on something like that because there's always some idiot out there that'll, use it for the wrong purposes. So I will not show that video. I did modify it. It was putting out about 700 volts DC, which is not very much for electric fly swatter. On my VTVM here, the highest reading I can read is 1500 volts. So I don't have a high voltage probe. And I really don't have a need for one because I don't work on televisions. So I managed to get the voltage up to 1300 volts, which has improved it substantially. The original schematic, I drew it out here on the high voltage section only, and I made a voltage doubler for it. I will not get into detail on that. Like I say, you want to try this, you do this at your own risk. I will not encourage it. But I did it because I need to get something that works. Now, I got two of these electric fly swatters. One is from Ocean State Job Lot that I bought, I think, a year or 2 years ago, that really works well for $5. It works 10 times better than the Harbor Freight one. The Harbor Freight takes 2 D cells. So even though I improved it, it's not really anywhere near as good as the $5 Ocean State Job Lot electric fly swatter. And I wanted to modify it because we got a lot of caterpillars coming down on these cobweb strings from the trees. And I need to really give them a good kapow. So anyways, that's not what this video is about. This video here is kind of a question video. And I'm going to get into that right now as soon as I clear this bench off here. Okay, I ordered these from eBay last week. They just came in this morning. And the way these are, you plug in another banana plug in the side like that. Okay, that's fine. But I thought these came apart. These are Pomona. And I wanted a good brand of banana plugs. I didn't care so much whether it had this on there or not. But I don't have good luck with ordering things online. There are some people that have got the talent to pick out things online. I don't. The picture shows one thing and it's not what I want. Yes, the banana plugs are good quality. They fit great, but I can't use them. Not for what I'm going to be using them for. And what I'm going to be using them for, I thought I was going to be able to use this 18 gauge wire to make my heavy duty test leads for my digital meter and my power supply. I've got 25 feet of black and 25 feet of white. I showed you this before on an earlier video. Now I can't make it up because I'm right back where I started from again. I still need banana plugs, good quality banana plugs that I can solder to. I can get the crappy ones from China, which are like these on this test lead here. And these are thin. They're not good. I want good quality banana plugs. Because what I want to do is to be able to plug in. See, these fit nice and tight. That's what I like. Heavy duty, good quality, banana plugs to use on my power supply, to put my 18 gauge wire that I can solder. I can't solder in here. This here is not for the wire. This is for another banana plug, which you can plug in here or you can plug in on the side. I was not aware of that. I knew that you could plug in another banana plug here. I can't even find a hole. That's how bad my eyesights are. Anyways, but I thought this was going to unscrew and I can solder my wire here, but no. There's a banana female here and a banana female here. So that's all these are adapters. I wanted to make a good set of test leads for this power supply and a good set of test leads for this meter so that I can read low ohm resistance. Because I've got 18 gauge wire now, and that's what I wanted in the beginning. And I left my frequency counter on all night. Because I was running, I was checking the frequency on the electric fly swatter. The frequency is 18 kc, in case you want to know. 18 kilocycles. So, I gotta wait now. I can't make the leads up. I mean, I can use the crappy Chinese junk, but I don't want to do that. So, that's what I want to know. That's my question. Anybody can give me some, a link to eBay, please. Only eBay. Don't give me DigiKey or Mouse or anything like that. It's too confusing to use in those websites. They're too confusing for me to navigate. These cost me $2.50 to ship. It cost me $7 for these two adapters here, which I can use, so they're not going to go to waste. But it was $7 counting the shipping. It was $2.50 for shipping. But if I ordered it from Mouse, it would be like $8 for shipping or something. So only eBay. If anybody knows where I can get American made without paying too much money, maybe up to $10 at the most for both of them. One black and one red. Good quality binding post, because good quality banana plugs. Oh. So that's what I want to know, is if anybody out there knows where I can get a couple of banana plugs, one black and one red. As a matter of fact, I ideally would like 2 blacks and 2 reds, because what I want to do is to make a set of test leads for here, which I can use on this power supply or on my Heath tri-power supply up there in the corner. And also a set of test leads for use on the ICO 950, or I can use it on the Sprague Telemic T05. I need good quality leads on all this stuff, so I want to make 2 sets of them. So 2 blacks and 2 reds. If anybody knows what is a deal on them, or if any of you guys have any good brand, not Chinese junk, I'll be willing to buy it. I don't want any freebies. I'm willing to buy them for you at a fair price. So that's what this video is about. And there isn't much going on. I'm fighting caterpillars. Getting worse and worse. From the last video I made, that's nothing compared to what we got out there now. Every morning, unless it's raining, when it's raining, there is no caterpillars on the house or the shed. For some reason, they just don't climb up the buildings. They probably stay up in the trees, I don't know. But as soon as the sun comes out, or when the rain has stopped, it's been raining almost every day. Once the rain stops for a couple hours or so, they all start climbing up again. And the car this morning was covered with like black pepper, but only big, like grains of black pepper, which is actually the turds from the caterpillar. About an 1/8 inch thick, the car was covered with them. So I had to take a bucket of water, a couple of buckets, and throw it on the windshield to clear off the windshield on the vehicle before I took off this morning to go to Old McDonald's Farm for my coffee. So I've been spending a lot of time. Somebody suggested using vinegar. That does nothing. They walk right away from it. Back to bug spray. That's the only thing that works. At least each time I spray one, they're dead and they stay dead. So, you know, if I can keep them under control and keep them off the house and the deck and the cars and porch and stuff like that, I'm happy. I can't do much about the trees. Or just keep them off. When I go into the shop here, I got a bunch of them on the building, and when I go in, I gotta clear them off before I go into the shop or going in the yard. And you know, I'm taking the electric fly swatter and I'm going like this because like I say, you get them in your hair and you bring them into the house. They're on your shirt, and you're sitting on a couch or something, or in a chair, or first thing you know, you squish a caterpillar. It's very disgusting, you know. So I gotta do something. So that's the only thing that'll work. Years ago, they used to sell what they call Sevin. They sell it, but it's made by the Sevin we used to use years ago was made by Ortho. We used to use that back in 1985 when we had a big invasion of the caterpillars. And I think in the 90s we had some too. And occasionally we used to get them throughout the years, but not like we did this year. Like we're getting this year, I should say. It's really, really bad. So that's what I've been busy with. Constantly. I go around the house and I spray, and I knock them down. 5 minutes later, I can go around the house again, and there's a half a dozen or more in the house. It's just a never-ending battle. And they're getting longer and longer and longer. So, anyways, I'm not doing too much here. I figured I'd make this video when this package came in, that I was going to be able to make up. Well, I only ordered the 2 banana plugs because I wanted to make up 1 set of test leads. I'm sure glad I didn't buy 2 sets of them because they're the wrong ones. But they will come in handy as adapters, so they will not go to waste. So, when you buy these leads from China, now this particular set here isn't too bad a quality, but it's not 18 gauge, but the banana plugs are pretty good. But a lot of them, especially with the thin gold ends on them, are real thin metal, and when you try to bend them out to tighten them up, they're still loose and they're lousy. We need American-made banana plugs, and that's basically what I want to do. I don't care about the Chinese leads. Are all right for most things. When you want to measure low resistances, or you want to use a power supply and you want to supply, I can supply 5.5 amps out of this. Not that right now I'm using 5.5 amps, but you want wire that's going to carry that. And in the future, if I ever work on an auto radio, and I would have to get a power supply that'll handle more current, I will definitely need heavy leads for that. But that's not important right now. What is important is good quality leads for my meters. So if anybody, like I say, if anybody out there has any banana plugs they want, that good quality banana plugs they're willing to sell, that I can solder on some 18 gauge wire too, and not made in China, I'll be willing to buy them from you. So that's it. That's all I've got to say. This is a long-winded, boring video as usual, but I'm not like a lot of guys where they can produce entertaining videos. Mine are quite boring. Thank you for watching.